Hello guys, this is Hassan from HTFX, and today I want to teach you what are terminal impulsive waves, terminal waves. If you're familiar with my videos, I'm sure you heard me many times saying terminal waves. Now, what are these terminal waves? And today I wanted to talk about it. Now, terminal waves are a very special type of impulsive waves, okay? Now, when we usually think about impulsive waves, like I already explained before in other videos, you're looking for structures like this, usually, with a with a third wave extension mainly, but it can also be first wave extension impulsive move. It can be a third wave extension move, like on this one, or you can have a fifth wave extension move. Okay, so this is the what it looks like, a classical impulsive move. Okay, and it can appear, this classical impulsive move, it can appear in certain places. Well, it can be wave 1, it can be wave 3, it can be wave A of a zigzag, it can be wave C of a zigzag, it can be wave C of a flat, and if I didn't forget, and of course wave 5. Wave 5. So if you think that you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you think you're in an impulsive move, on the bigger degree, on one bigger degree, it has to be one of this. So you cannot just have a impulsive move by its own. It has to be something from this. So for example, if this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it means that, let's say, this is on one bigger degree, okay, something like this, first wave, maybe, or a wave A of a zigzag, wave C of a, something like this. Now, classical impulsive moves are labeled with numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But what makes them special is in one lower degree this time. Okay, so let's go back to one lower degree now. First waves are impulsive on their own, like here. Third wave too. So look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If this on the bigger wave will be one of this, it means this on the smaller wave will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as well. And also the fifth wave. Now, the second and the fourth wave are corrected. So you have corrected wave here and corrected wave as a fourth wave as well. It's what makes it special for these terminal waves are terminal waves just like classical impulsive waves. They are 5-wave structures. So they are 5 waves structures. Okay, so this is first thing you should know. They're 5-wave structures, so they're labeled with just like classical impulsive wave numbers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So whenever that you see a terminal move, you have to know that they have to be labeled with numbers. Okay, but what makes them special is this. All of these waves, so you should think like this. So all 5 waves are corrected. So in our classical impulsive move, first wave, third wave, and the fifth wave are impulsive structures, but in terminal waves, even though just like the classical impulsive move, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, in here, these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, they're all correct. Okay? Now, let me draw one so that we can maybe compare it a little bit better. So you have a wave 1, of course, this one will be an example. And you have a second wave, okay, let's say something like this, without this obviously. And then you have a third wave, and then you have a fourth wave, and then you have a fifth wave. Something like this. Now, look at the difference. Now, look, first wave ABC, second wave ABC, third wave ABC, fourth wave ABC, fifth wave ABC. So all of these moves are corrective structures. So, for example, first wave can be a flat, second wave flat, third wave flat, fourth wave flat, fifth wave flat, or zigzag. Okay? Now, for example, first wave cannot be a triangle, second wave cannot be a triangle, third wave, fourth wave cannot be a triangle, but fifth wave can be a triangle because triangles finish something, okay? So don't forget this. So, the definition, the difference here with this one and this one, also where it can appear. Now look, as you can see, classical impulsive waves can appear here. Now terminal moves cannot appear in the first wave of an impulsive move. It cannot appear in the third wave of an impulsive move too. It cannot appear as the wave A of a zigzag too. This is the difference. They can only appear in the wave 5, wave C of a zigzag, or wave C of a flat. That's it. So whenever you think that you have a terminal move, you're in either of these three. There's no fourth option. Okay? So that's important to know as well. Now, there is one thing that makes this trading terminal waves are nice for me. That is this. Whenever you trade a terminal move, you have the chance of using time and price together. What do I mean? So let's say this is the start of this terminal move, yes? And this is the end of this terminal move. And for this example's sake, okay, let's say that this is, for example, wave C of a zigzag. If this is a wave C of a zigzag, it means here, somewhere here, I had a wave B. True. And also it means somewhere here, I had a wave A. So what does this mean? It means we are in a zigzag. So it means in here on my lower degree, now of course I cannot use this, but I can use it like this. This was on this degree, 20, yes. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here, and we had ABC here, and now we need one more ABC, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But because this is a wave C of a zigzag, as you can see, it checks my requirement place for it, then I can expect a terminal move here. Now, what's nice about this terminal move is this. Look at the time taking for wave C, okay? What I do is I take my Fibonacci time zone tool and go from the start to the end. I take 50% of the time and I paste it at the end of fifth wave, okay? Then I delete all of this. Now, if this is a terminal move, the price action has to go in this time, maximum 50% of the time, to where it starts, which is the end of B wave. This has to come. This what makes a terminal move terminal. Okay? And usually they look like wedges. Okay? They look like wedges. So this is, but it's the most, this is, let's say, the party piece of this move. Okay? Now, there is also some other difference between the classical move and the terminal move. The other difference is in a classical impulsive move, you need one wave, either first or third or the fifth one, extended. Now, in terminal moves, there is no such rule as extension. The extension mean is this: you take the second longest wave, either 1, 3, or 5. Yes, we take, let's say, 5, and we take our fib tool just like here, and we put it here, and we took 161.8 out of it, and look, we compare our third wave and what is should be minimum, and you can see our third wave is bigger than this, so it means we are good. So it means that the third wave is extended. Now in terminal move, even though there is three types which are called first wave extension, so first wave extension terminal move, there is third wave extension terminal move, and also there is fifth wave extension terminal move. Let's forget to write third wave extension. Yes. Okay. So even though you have these three possibilities, this extension, it's not like this extension. Okay, this extension just means that one of the waves are longer or higher, or like whatever you want. You said longer, I think the correct term, longer in size than other ones. I'm talking about first wave, third wave, and the fifth wave. So for example, in this example, this is a first wave extension terminal move, but I will not take the third wave and try to project 161.8 to see if they have an extension or not. In terminal move, this is not required. Okay, but what is required is the third wave cannot be the shortest. So this is important. You cannot have a third wave that is the shortest. You cannot. And also, what you have to do is you have to always draw 2 to 4 trend line. And you can use 1 to 3 trend line too. I use it because it helps you to understand this wedge formation. Okay? Now, 2 to 4 trend line has to be clean. But some part of fifth wave, for example, if fifth wave is a triangle or a flat with a failure, or this fifth wave, for example, is a zigzag, but this zigzag C wave is a terminal move of its own or something, then it can attach, then it can rank 2 to 4 trend line. Okay. Now, this is what the first wave extension looks like in a terminal move, and let's look at what looks like a fifth wave. So you have a first wave, second wave, then you have a third wave. Okay. Then you have a fourth wave. Then you have a fifth wave. Okay. Now this is fifth wave extension terminal move, which are not so common. Okay, the most of them, this is why I say most of the times it does look like a wedge. Okay, the least common one are the third wave extensions, which is something like this. Which this one is even less common. Okay, but as you can see, there is also another rule. There is a overlapping that is important. Okay, now overlapping means fourth wave comes to the territory of second wave. As you can see, look, fourth wave in a classical impulsive move, if the fourth wave comes to this much down, we say okay, it's not impulsive move. But in terminal moves, fourth wave should come to the territory of the first for the second wave. Okay, which means the end of first wave, the end of. So look, this is very important, and look, all of this stuff, when I drew it, I try to do like this. Now, of course, there's also another thing that you have to know about terminal impulsive waves, but actually there are some more too, of course, but I cannot teach all of it here because, well, basically it's because I sell my own education program, so I cannot give you all the secrets, but you have to know that at least I can show you the basics. And also, whenever you have a zigzag, look, one of the things was you could have a zigzag as a terminal wave, C wave. Yes. Now in a zigzag, wave A is usually, most of the times, are equal or so similar in as time for C wave. Now, when it's the C wave is a terminal move, it doesn't have to be like this. Okay, so don't forget this. This is something that it's important. So these are basically the terminal moves. Of course, if you have a, for example, fifth wave terminal move, you have a little bit different rules. Also, if you have a first wave well, you still have more rules, but this is the basic of it. Uh, for example, there's a rule something like wave 3 cannot be much more than 6/18 of wave 1 or something like this. Okay, but these are the basics that first you have to know. Okay, then the more you want to learn, you can always contact me. So thank you so much, guys.